Good morning. Welcome po ulit sa SIFDEC, Aquaculture Department, dito po sa Tigbawan, Iloilo, where Mag-Agri tayo is featuring technologies that have been developed by SIFDEC. Ako po si Dr. Weng Eguia, and I'm in charge of one of 5 programs ng SIFDEC AQD, which is the Quality Seed for Sustainable Aquaculture. Ano pong ibig sabihin nito? From all the different commodities po, yung mga species na aming inaaral, we develop mature technologies. But it is not enough na meron tayong technology on how to breed them, how to farm them. But basically, we have also to consider ano ba yung kailangan nating ma-solve na problems in terms of developing all these technologies. And one of those is to somehow come up with the production of good quality seed stock. Mahalaga po ito kasi in all of the species, kung hindi po maganda yung similya na ating gagamitin, hindi po tayo magkakaroon ng magandang harvest. Unang-una kasi yung mga similya na yan, mahalaga na sila'y walang sakit, sila'y pare-parehas ang laki, para pag sila'y inalagaan, pag ati silang inani, maganda yung ating ani, at halos wala tayong magiging problema sa ating culture ng ating mga stocks. One of the main thrusts of the program is to develop strains or yung stocks natin na maganda ang lahi. Which means that this stock should at least be tolerant to diseases, mabilis lumaki. So kung ikaw ay nagtatrabaho sa genetics, at least you'll have an understanding bakit mahalaga ito. It is not only important that we know how to culture fish, it's also important on how to keep the genetic integrity, meaning dapat mapanatili natin yung magandang lahi ng isda. Para yan sa tao di ba? Mas gusto mo yung maganda, mas gusto mo yung mas mabilog ang katawan, halimbawa kung sa isda. So with all these beneficial traits, then you're very certain na pagka hinarvest mo yung iyong mga inalagaan, maganda yung iyong output. So we're focusing on developing broodstock management methods. Meaning, tinitingnan namin kung anong pamamaraan na mapanatili yung magandang uri ng isda by way of managing the broodstock o yung ginagamit nating inahin ng mga isda, halimbawa. Pinipili natin yung magandang lahi, yun ang pinagpaparis natin. So that's one way. Another way is to select through selection. Diba yung sinasabi natin sa genetics na minsan nag-hybridize tayo. So kung halimbawa yung isang lahi ng shellfish, I set an example yung abalone. Ang abalone natin mabagal siyang lumaki. But because of the species that we have, it takes about 9 months. So there could be other species that could grow faster and we could hybridize this with our own cultured stocks. So that way, may improve mo yung lahi. Mas maganda yung magiging returns pag ito'y ginamit mo sa negosyo at inalagaan mo siya. And then we all know very well na sa tilapia nagawa na ito. We already have several stocks of tilapia. These genetic programs have been done by the other agencies, including SIFDEC. So we're also looking into that. So it's basically abalone, tilapia. We have the macrobrachium or yung ulang. And then we also have the white shrimp. At saka yung mud crab. Yan. Kasi ang problema, like for instance sa mud crab, alam na natin paano siya i-breed. Pero yung larvae na napoproduce, hindi ganun kataas ang survival. So we have to improve on the survival. We might include also maintaining the good health of the stocks. So may isang aspect on maintaining or managing the stocks wherein we would try yung mga vaccination schemes. We do this on the high-value marine species. Kasi at least it would be what they call economical than doing it on the low-value species. Halimbawa, tilapia, you don't really need to vaccinate tilapia. There are plenty. Marami niyan eh. So yung high-value, we have to preserve din yung kanilang magandang health status. So if we start off with healthy broodstock, definitely we'll get healthy seed stock. May ongoing project kami sa ulang It's funded by the Government of Japan Trust Fund. And basically, we're looking at the use of domesticated stocks. Ibig sabihin nitong domesticated stocks, ang mga inahin, galing yan sa mga na-produce sa hatchery. Ngayon, ang risk doon would be to be producing yung similya from them dahil halos magkakamag-anak sila. We have to prevent yung ang tinatawag nating inbreeding. So yung sinasabing inbreeding, if you mate related individuals, you might get abnormal progenies o yung anak, yung offsprings. Baka abnormal lumabas, mabagal lumaki, very weak, hindi siya ganun ka-fit. As compared to when you have stocks that are not really that related. And this can happen if you have a good broodstock management protocol and also when you do selective breeding. For now, we're not doing any sort of a gene conservation type of thing. Kasi we have, yung ulang natin is available locally. So it's an indigenous species. We have just to look for sources, different sources of the species. Rather than collecting stocks from one location, we try to assess ano ba yung mga lugar na maganda yung ulang, or kung isda man yan, kung saan may magandang lahi niyan. And then we try to evaluate and use this in the breeding program. So sa banda naman, if we talk about the seed stock, no, we have yet to devise a way of assessing quality sa seed stock. Mahirap yan gawin, especially for aquaculture species, but it has been done sa ulang. So somebody from BFAR, si Director Tayamen, when he did his graduate degree sa UK, he was able to devise one for the giant freshwater prawn. And I know for a fact sa shrimp, sa tiger shrimp, meron na yan criteria for good quality seed. So it would be a challenge for us to develop similar indices for the other species.